Hey folks, how you doing? So you see the two over the last couple of evenings, and this one is interesting. You've seen it in the progress, roughed up, and it's it's interesting. I love Kirinite, and I really like how this look on its own. And now when it's on the knife, I'm personally not crazy about it. I think there will be somebody who will like the yellow color. It's not my taste. I still like the material. I had a talk with my couple of my good friends yesterday. I was curious what they think about it, and some people think it looks cheap. I personally don't think it looks cheap. I just think it doesn't fit the knife, it doesn't suit the knife. I just don't think it looks cheap because when you actually see that handle material, it really is mesmerizing. It has really cool colors to it, and as far as I know, there isn't really like a cheap plastic with this kind of look. Another comment was that it looked like reminds you of 70s, like a lava lamps and stuff like that. And I definitely gotta agree with it. It is funky looking, and I think it's interesting. Definitely is interesting. This one is nicely done, perfectly finish, or pretty much no spots, no grind lines, except in here. That's kind of hard to get inside of these loops. I have to develop some kind of system so I can actually clean the inside somehow perfectly. That would be the next step actually, but that's like the least, the linear hole. But nice convex grind, nice and high, reasonably thin. I started doing it a little thicker because like I said, like Kylie pointed out, if you're doing it as thin as I like and I use personally, you run into the risk of some people who are not as skilled or not as familiar with these super thin grinds that they could bend them or break them. But even though it can take a lot, if you know how to use it properly. So I did start to grind it a little thicker, but it's still, I mean, look at that. It's still nice and thin. It's just a little thicker than I used to do. Nice small micro bevel on it, or small little bevel on it. Nice satin finish, and a pretty spot on grind. If you look at the flat on each side, they look pretty spot on. Nice plunge line, getting little better, little by little. And shit, I wasn't sure what to do, so what I did was gray on one side and blue on the other. I think the blue and yellow goes together, but again, I'm not great with the colors. I'm not, some people say that I have no color taste, but shit works just like any other, flies off, no scratching, enough of space. This one actually has pretty much no rattle. Sometimes there is a little bit of rattle, but it's actually rattle like if you do like this, you're still not gonna hear it, only if you actually grab it and do like that. Just because of that space, obviously the blade has a space to move in. But it's pretty nice, works really well. The thumb ramp just works perfectly and very secure, and obviously it is razor sharp. Kind of forgot to do it. I take it like it's given. My knives are always sharp, so I don't even bother showing it to you. It's a waste of time. And this one you've seen also in the plan, not in the progress, but you've seen it as a planned project, and that was that orange Peel-Ply G10, and I think it really came out nice. Did just a fold over taco sheet to make it really nice and streamlined. Some people like these on the small knives like this. Nice drain on the bottom, nice thumb ram, again shit flies out, super good retention, nice linear loop, nice kind of I did sandblasted the screws. They were black oxide, and they do have like really cool kind of like a dark color, and everything around the Peel-Ply is also sandblasted, you see there, so it has a nice texture to it. Very comfortable, very secure grip. It's that coarse texture G10, and it's nice. And this one actually I did the taper tank, so that was kind of challenging. There's a micro gap on one side just from the taper tank. It didn't come out perfectly, but that's not a big issue. As you see it there, super small little gap, but nice little knife, very light, very capable I think. And again, nice high convex grind, nice and thin and razor sharp rounded spine. This one I dropped a little more towards the tip to make the tip a little stronger. Just if you see a slight drop towards the tip, just a little change. I like this one a lot. Very good feel in the hand. Very good feel in the hand. I didn't do as much contouring as I normally do. You see, I kind of like beveled the edges only, so I wanted to keep that Peel-Ply, but it still is very comfortable. And overall package, I really like it. I think that Urban Digicam works well with the orange. So I'm gonna be putting these two on the gear bastion tonight, and you can see it there. Let me know what you think about this. I'm really curious, you know, how many people like it, how many people don't like it, and I'm curious. Let me know. Definitely feels good in the hand. It's nice and secure grip. You know, the handle is nice. It's actually very feeling because the handle had enough. It was thick enough to actually really do nice shaping to it. It's slippery now because it has WD-40 on it, but it's not. It's slippery like a polished G10 when it's clean. But thankfully, my handle is designed that even when you have slippery hands and the slippery handle material, it's still nice and secure in the hand. It's not going anywhere. You know, deep finger choil, nice bud on the end, so it stays in your hand. So let me know what you think, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care, stay safe, and remember, don't cut yourself.